So, Joe Strickland has committed to Purdue. Four-star linebacker out of Indianapolis. Bruh. I mean, usually Purdue gets, some good 3 stars. Maybe a 4-star every once in a while. This is one of those rare 4 stars that comes and commits to Purdue. And usually Purdue gets 4 stars in quarterback, wide receiver, running back, maybe an offensive lineman every once in a while, but very rarely do we get high recruits on defense. At least that's what it kind of feels like. Because I don't remember what Derek Barnes was. I forget. Maybe Karloftis was actually. No, I thought he was a 3-star. So we get like 3 stars that play like they would have been 4 stars, but usually Purdue isn't known for its good defense. Usually we have like a bend but don't break type of defense. With Joe Strickland and Karloftis, if he's still gonna be here in 2 years, I forget. But with Joe Strickland, and even if Karloftis isn't here, Joe Strickland, maybe some other defensive players see that he committed to here, and he just brings in some other guys that were like, hey, he's there, why not? And if they come in and we get a few more solid defensive recruits, some like Lorenzo Neal type guys who weren't like Lorenzo Neal, he had NFL size. He just didn't play very well sometimes. He was still good, but he didn't play super well. He went undrafted in the NFL draft, but got picked up by the Saints. He was a good football player. He was a good defensive lineman. Get a Lorenzo Neal type guy. A few better edge rushers. I forget his name. He wears 23 and he's a safety. I forget his name, but he's such a hard hitter. But he's a junior, so he's not. Forget if he's going to be here next year. But if we build a good defense and our offense stays at least at the level, if not a better level, over the next few years, my goodness, we may have just built ourselves a top Big Ten team. Just saying, maybe. There's a possibility. I know that it might seem like I'm acting like Purdue can do no wrong here, because Purdue can definitely do wrong. We could mismanage Joe Strickland and screw up his whole career. There's a high chance, not a high chance, there's a possibility of it happening. I don't want to see that happen, but I'm not going to act like it's not possible, because Purdue has in the past not had the best coaching. I don't see Joe Strickland messing up his own career. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's got good size, definitely. Ran like a 5.2 40 and a 4.6 shuttle with a 27-inch vertical. He's athletic. He's decent. He's decently athletic. So it's not like, and he's 6'4", he's 6'3" or 6'4", 250. So it's not like he doesn't have the size. I don't think there's a way he screws up his own career. There's no way he screws up his own career. He is ready to come and play for us. And he has the talent, he has the size, he has the work ethic, he has everything that we would want. It's if our coaches use him the right way. That's what it's really all about here. And if our coaches put a good supporting cast around him to not just rely on him, but give some guys around him that can help him, maybe even make him better. Good teammates make each other better. Get him some good guys that can help him improve also. When he gets there, make sure he's involved with some of the older guys who have played for a while and are better on defense. They can teach him some stuff. And as long as he's willing to listen and willing to be coachable, which I feel like he is, we have got ourselves a guy that's probably going to go to the NFL. I hope he does. I mean, he's from Indiana. I want to see him succeed. He's from Indiana. He's from my city. He's from Indiana, isn't it? He's from. I don't know if he's from Indianapolis. I didn't look where he was born, but he plays football in Indianapolis. Um, but he's from Indiana, my state where I'm born. I want to see people from here succeed. And he's one of them. He's one of the people that I want to see succeed here. And I want to see him succeed at Purdue, and I'm hoping we don't mess up his career. Manage him right, Jeff Brom. Manage him good. Manage him right. Or I'm going to host a protest outside of Ross-Ade Stadium. I don't care. You got to treat him right. Gotta develop him. Just bring him along. Utilize him good. Utilize him good, please. And IU players who are going out and insulting him, shut up. Oh my goodness, bruh. You're salty that he didn't commit to your school, but you're supposed to be this so good IU football team. The little school that could. If you are so good, one 4-star recruit should not break your whole system. But you're acting like he's gonna, and he probably will. So I would focus on containing him once he gets here next season, because it's not going to be this season. He graduates in 2022, which is he comes next season. But I would focus on trying to contain him when he gets to Purdue instead of insulting him on social media. Same thing with IU fans. I would be concerned with what your team's going to do. Just saying about him. Because he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I'm not saying our whole program's going to be, amazing now. But I am saying he's going to be amazing. So I use offensive line, and anybody that tries to block him in a few years, you better be a good blocker. Any receiver or tight end, whoever he's covering, tight end, running back, offensive lineman that randomly runs a route, head fakes, maybe, line up instead of with your right foot forward or your left foot forward, or however if he's playing man coverage on you, which, he's a linebacker, so probably won't do that often. But if you would, I would square your feet. Do whatever you can to try and keep him guessing, or else he's going to kill you. He's going to kill you. Do whatever you can to try and contain him, because if you don't, you're screwed. Plain and simple. You're screwed. And you're screwed, and that's why you are insulting him. That's why you're getting mad at him, because you're screwed. And that's why people like me are excited, because I know that you're screwed. He knows. Joe Strickland knows that you're screwed. It's going to be so fun. I can't wait. I can't wait until next season. It's going to be fun. It's like waiting for Jaden Ivey for the basketball program. Only Jaden Ivey didn't seem to get this much hate. But I'm excited to see what happens. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Harley, dog's barking. But yeah, just put a good surrounding cast around him. Hopefully our offense is usually reliable. Usually we have at least a good offensive lineman, a good receiver, we have at least one good thing of everything on offense. It's just sometimes the whole group doesn't come together and compete. Although actually 2 years ago, the year before last season, our offensive line was a garbage fire. Should probably mention that. But last year, our offensive line was actually okay. We had, one or two guys that were really good, but the rest of the guys were just kind of serviceable. But that's better than 2 years ago, where everybody was not the best. Let's put it that way. Not the best. And, yeah, it was like the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line. It wasn't good. But we have a chance to be good. Hopefully, we continue to try and recruit guys. Maybe this kind of shows everybody at Purdue that they can take a shot at a 4-star and maybe it works out. Maybe you go for 20 4-stars and only one of them commits. You still got one. Even if you went 1 for 20, you still got a 4-star recruit that probably nobody thought you would get. And all because of possibly one 4-star recruit in Joe Strickland who decided to take a chance on us. This one guy could turn a whole program around, not just by himself, but by what him committing to us means. Other 4-stars might see that and then want to come here. Whether they are offensive or defensive players, doesn't matter. They're going to want to come here. Just saying, maybe not a ton of them, but there's going to be at least a few maybe. Maybe some guys that played with him. I don't know. Maybe look at some of the other guys on his team his high school team. Some of them are good recruits. Maybe bring them over to Purdue. We'll be happy to have them. At least I would be. If they're good, I'll take anybody. But I'm not on the recruit. I'm not one of the scouts for Purdue. I'm not a coach, so I don't really have any control over that. All I can do is sit by and criticize people with no risk to myself, except for maybe being hypocritical at times and putting something on the internet that people can forever find. But who cares? So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny, and Joe Strickland, you're gonna be fine. Just ignore everybody saying stupid stuff. They are stupid. Just play football. Because you're obviously good at it. And you're going to be good at Purdue. And you're going to be good in the NFL, because I know you're going to make it. I know. I know I'm putting so much confidence in him, and if he does fail, this is going to age terribly, but honestly, I don't think he's gonna. But that's just me. I'll see you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny, and I already did that. I'm having dementia. Already. I've only played, 2 years of high school football and 1 concussion, and my memory's going. See you guys next time.
There's the 2-2. Oh, and he went too far.